Alright, so we successfully cut the mouth last time. Not solid enough that somebody could put something in it if they wanted to, so that's good. But what I'm going to do here is I'll be cleaning some of these up, and for that we'll have to use stuff like this, super thin. I bought this when I got here, so I can tell this is not the best environment for tools. Now this is tapered. Normally I would just use a straight flat one, but I forgot to. I don't see a point in going to get it. This end doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to be decent. So I'm going to have to use a chisel on that, I'm afraid. From this side it doesn't look that bad, but from here it's a little bit choppy. So I take care of that. And we'll get that as smooth as we can with a file, but eventually we'll probably just have to call it. So you're not really going to be looking into the bottom of that much. Yeah, this is from an old set. I can't find the rest of them. I know they're in there somewhere, but I got these the last time I was here. They're pretty handy, but they aren't really any better than these others that, at least at this point, they aren't. This is like the diamond one, so it's not going to be quite rough enough for what I want right now. I have it's a little thin. It's probably thicker. And usually you're not going to need a lot of major removal with small files of this size, but it would be handy here. Now if I had a circular one that could fit that mouth, I'd go in there, but I think this is the smallest one that I have, and it's just slightly too large. You say, well, why don't you enlarge it? But it would kind of make it look a little awkward, so getting there, not bad. Okay, so I got it from this side. Here it's mostly square, here it's mostly rounded. So, okay, I can do that. bad there. It's actually looking pretty decent. I'm gonna say good because I don't honestly think that, but I do think it looks pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Now, it's not. We're not quite there yet, but I will show you what I'll be doing. I'll be taking a file like this and softening these edges. Because the rest of the wand is mostly about curves and angles, right? So go. It doesn't take a lot to make it start to have that appeal to it. And I'll probably just carve a little bit out on these two sides too. Partially just so I can make sure it looks the same or same-ish on each. So we'll just go ahead and cut off those edges there. Go. That seems like a better idea for sure. All right. Okay. This one's kind of already been done, but this edge is kind of sticking out here. So I'm just go ahead and soften this some. Since I can actually get this one in here. I'll take a little bit more off this area here if I can get to it. With some leverage. Okay. That can be filed. Okay. Alright, let's just go ahead and have to soften that edge a little bit. Just can't quite get the file in there properly. The chisel in there properly. That looks all right. Let's go ahead and get this edge here. Yeah. Gives it more of a beveled look. Now let's clean these edges up a little here. And I'll go along here and do a similar thing to make that look uniform, or more uniform, I should say. Okay. This isn't quite as crisp as I like, but I don't know if I'm going to ever get it there either without having to widen this some. So that was a mistake on my part, but not bad. I know that it kind of goes in like that right there. I'm just not sure if that juice is worth the squeeze, right? It's better. Not great. I miss and slip up into here, though, is when it'll cause me more work than it's probably worth. Come on. Let's go ahead and adjust this a little bit more. That's better. Not great, not good. Better. I like to probably pass. Alright, let's take a look on this side then. This side sticks up a little more here too. Not bad. Pretty straight. It sticks up a little bit. That's pretty good. Now let's take a look at this. Side. I'm not pleased. Actually pretty pleased with that. Huh. Hot damn. Okay. Now that the danger zone is out of the way with ish. Let's take a look. Okay. So our angling here was pretty good. You don't want to see either side of the opening of the mouth when you're looking at it like this, so at least we got that right. Because otherwise you would see the side of the mouth coming out here, and then it would just kind of look a little awkward. I don't know if you can see that or not. Come on. Nope. Okay. So when we're holding it, you can't, when you're looking at it, as it's looking right here, you can't really see the opening of the mouth on one side or the other. So we got that right, is what I was basically saying. But we'll need to start working on this head more now that we know it's actually going to work. Gotta be a little careful here. It's going to be mostly smaller stuff we're taking off. Get this jaw line going a little bit, right? Which means we need something similar on this side. Get that jaw line going. Where's the stop about the... Okay, let's get that. This is a hot mess right here. It'll probably just need sanding down, and you're probably going to find that same issue where it's just kind of balling up and falling off rather than coming out. So let's give it an overall look after we go ahead and get some of this jawline stuff going here. This I want to blend into the bottom part here. I don't necessarily want the neck to be a focal point. It needs to be gradual. Part of that was going to depend on how the mouth went too, though. At least in my head. Maybe it wouldn't have in practice, but it did in my head. So, all right, let's go ahead. Go on. Okay, so the eye's going to be about here and here. Yep. Okay. Gradually come down here. Oops, sorry, this isn't as high up as it was. Shit. Yeah, you can see some tear out right here. I'm gonna have to fix that. Actually, I don't know if I did that. Since this is so dug out right here, I think I'm just gonna have to use a file on it, and then it's just gonna have to be a sunken in point, I think. Taking everything else down to that level is going to be an issue, and I don't want to do it. So why am I doing that? It's because I want this to flare up a little bit. I just felt like I needed to do that, so I did it. Alright, that's got to be all for this time then. Alright, we'll pick back up.